1, 2, 3, let's go. Hi. 3, 2, 1, hey.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, dudes? What's going on? Hey, welcome back to the show where we do whatever the hell we want with no regard.
It's demented?
Okay.
Dip, 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 dip.
Okay, for comment on that, we have one of our correspondents in the field. Let's go to that, please. Whoa!
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, thank you so much to that human man for that report. Dip, 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 dip. Okay, we got one more report. Let's cut to that. Oh, that's gross, man.
Huh?
Okay, so that was a total wretched waste of time. We'll be right back.
So
That
you
is an
didn't-
outright
You did not
horrific,
imply that this person that was a
bad
fan
faith
of mine
Whoa.
was actually...
Yes, I did. You know any Jewish people that aren't anti-Zionist?
Yes.
Who?
What?
I'm not going to review... I don't want to... They're normies. I don't want to dox
Okay,
them.
yeah, you're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're surrounded.
I'm not lying.
Yes, you are. When you're
As
done
a
lying, I'll
axis
explain.
Wait, what?
Oh, whoa!
When you're done lying, I'll explain. You
I'm
didn't
not-
say
Hey,
that.
give
What
that
do
guy
you
a
mean
break,
I'm
You
man.
said
lying?
I-
I'm the aftermath of the Sam Seder conversation. You said I'm not
Hey,
anti-Semitic. So
leave
what has
Sam out
changed
of
in
this.
that process? Is it this conversation
Toilet.
that you and I
Yes.
had?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Got
Okay.
it. All right. Clip.
Bro,
I
you
sent your
literally look like the
Instagram
dude from
story.
Beetlejuice. That's crazy.
On your
The small head
Ethan,
guy?
I use my words
Hey,
very
give that
carefully. I
guy's
said
head
in
a
the
break,
Instagram
man.
story that you posted.
Hey.
I don't
Small
watch
head
your
guy,
stream that
Beetlejuice.
much. I don't.
Hey,
You're this guy from Beetlejuice. In this photo, you have like the
give
same
that guy's
coat and
head
shit.
size a break, man.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Let's just ask
No
the
one-
accused how serious their crime is. Fucking brilliant. O.J. Simpson, do you think that this is a serious
Do you
court
think
case?
that-
No, I don't.
What did OJ do? Hey, leave OJ out of this. Oh man, this is a threat level red drama alert. Is that still around? The code was it? What was it during George W. Bush? There were colors. There were different color danger.
10 years after it was introduced, the befuddling system of color-coded terror alerts is about to get scrapped.
Hey,
Since
showed some
March
respect.
2002,
I can't remember. I think red was the best. But we're in a very high level. We're in a very high threat level drama alert, my man. And innocent people who are just trying to mind their business like O.J. Simpson are getting sucked into it. I watched all 19 and a half hours of this debate, and a lot of it I just couldn't. A lot of it I kind of tried to look into, but it would just take forever. It would take all my time to figure out what's going on. Like there's lawsuits and subreddits and harassment campaigns and all this stuff. It's like a lot of this 37-hour debate had to do with like the complexities of being a internet celebrity.
What a fucking nightmare.
Oh, that's Sam.
How have you been, Sam, since we ruined Steven Crowder's life together? Nice to see you again.
you're a little
Feeling
baby.
very badly for him.
Yes,
over
we're
the
all.
years.
It's a tragic loss of a great career and so much potential.
Hey, are we live now?
We are live.
Hey, goddamn guy doesn't even know what's going on. Okay, so this guy right here, he's a dad. His name is Sam Seder, and he's kind of a legend. That's kind of interesting. Kind of legend. Been on this show. He's kind of a legend of both the comedy world and media, and he's been on this show.
He was on a stream on this show. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal to me. He's my best friend. Not a big deal. Anyway, not a big deal. But, we have a saying on this channel, if it ain't views, it ain't news. And the things that get the most views are the most news.
You go in and you're making this about anti-Semitism by doing this hopscotch about a poll that people had positive feelings that Jewish people do, and then therefore
Right.
he is anti-Semitic. And honestly, that type of conflation, I think, is so dangerous and
Right.
so disingenuous. I mean, this is, I don't want to get too passionate about this, but I will tell you something.
Okay.
I have had a guy who went to my bar mitzvah, my sister's bar mitzvah, my kid's bar mitzvah, sat at Passover with me 3 or 4 times, call my father and ask him if I'm anti-Semitic. Now,
God.
that
Who
this
was
is just
that guy?
one, that is just
That was way different than I thought it was going to be.
How many views, so it's news, did this get? Whoa, almost 1 mil. 4 days, not bad. So Sam Seder goes on there. I think he did a pretty good job. Explains everything very clearly. Then he goes like this.
toilet.
Which threw me off. So, Sam Seder goes on there, way less wacky than the more views, so more news video. But there was one part of the other interview. What was it, an interview? It kind of stuck out.
Okay, very
All right.
good. Can you explain this tweet to me? This is your tweet, and I'd like you to summarize it for me. Here it is.
Calm down, man.
Go ahead. You can read it for me and explain the picture.
I can't. I don't know where it is.
Oh, so you can't see
What
it?
is that?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Calm down again.
Okay, very good. I guess what's the is just a little delay for him?
No, I can see it. Bro Ridley said, my lived experience in Israel proper. Great.
Okay.
What's the picture?
This is Zone of Interest.
What?
You're familiar, yes?
Explain
You're
for
right.
the audience what this
Zone of
picture
interest.
entails.
This is Zone of Interest, which is
movie.
a Oscar award-winning movie depicting the banality of evil
Right.
during
Go ahead.
a literal Holocaust taking place, the monotony of the day-to-day existence, the beautiful garden that
your implication is what?
Rudolf Huss and his family put together.
And your
While in the backdrop, you can
implication
see there is a
is what?
concentration.
If somebody can find out.
No, play the clip. Play the full thing. We have time. I'm not going nowhere.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I want to watch it too. It's just,
Play the clip, man.
I know you do.
Hey.
let's see here. I'll just play it. Oh, this is a clip from the critically acclaimed Content Cop.
Give that guy
You think
a break.
you think Ian's happy he made that
Give
video?
OJ, give OJ a break and give that guy a break.
Well,
Well, I
Jonathan
mean, where-
Glazer,
Israel,
who made
you mean in
this,
Tel Aviv? So
Jonathan
you're
Glazer,
saying
who
that
made this video, Jonathan Glazer, who made this Oscar-winning
Yeah, Johnny
movie,
Glazer.
does see the comparison.
So hold
He
on,
said
your
as
criticism.
much in his
You're
Oscar
saying
award.
all I said was
winning
my
speech.
lived experience in Israel proper. Is the problem that Israel proper?
Okay, yeah, this is the part where they start talking about Zone of Interest, the movie Zone of Interest. Quick aside on this. Hey, man, do you mind if we do a quick aside? I saw Zone of Interest at an Alamo Draft House, and I kind of got there last minute. You know, I didn't have time to eat dinner. So I ordered like a veggie burger or something like that. Now, it got me thinking maybe they should selectively have food depending on what the movie is. You know, you're watching this movie and you're like, good Lord. Good Lord, the atrocities that human beings are capable of. Something weird, but something off about that. Something
Disgusting.
about, because that was meaningless, sorry. This guy's crunching queso chips into my ear while I'm wondering if humanity will ever move past these recurring atrocities. This is people at the Alamo Draft House watching Zone of Interest. This is my impression of them. Oh man, will our species examine history and learn from the atrocities of the past? Yeah, I'll have the milkshake with the whole cupcake in it, please. What was I just watching? Okay, no more. No more of this.
I didn't want to make a film where we felt this kind of safe distance from these events. In other words, if we watch a film which is clearly about an event in history, this particular event in history, we can walk away from it feeling like, well, that's not us. We have no similarities with those perpetrators.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought too much about this movie till this debate, till they brought it up during this debate and they're arguing about a tweet about it. But I don't know, Jonathan Glazer is probably one of the smartest directors ever. He made a movie with Scarlett Johansson called Under the Skin. I didn't know this. It was after she was in the Avengers, like 2 years after. So she's in like this huge mega blockbuster movie. Then somehow he gets her to be in this bizarre, you know, creepy, very challenging psychedelic art movie. So he's a genius. And when I was watching this part of this debate, viral. Views/news. Guys, show it some respect. When I was watching this part of this debate, I was like, wait a second. I was thinking about this movie, and you can go watch it. You can watch the ending scene. It's just uploaded to YouTube. The ending scene of that movie, there's something really off about it. When I watched it, I was like, there's something very disturbing about this, where it's just people cleaning these. What am I allowed to say on YouTube? Because even this video of Jonathan Glazer is flagged, I guess. It's got a fact check on it. They jump ahead in time in this movie to current day, and it's this museum. What is now a museum? And it's just people vacuuming, cleaning. You know, it's just their job. They're not really even looking at what it is. You could tell they're kind of just like, I know a bunch of tourists are going to come in here and then leave. This really was unsettling when I saw this movie in the theater, and I didn't really know why. Probably because I was drunk from all those habanero margaritas. Sorry, no more. Jonathan Glazer is such a smart director that I don't think this was a mistake. I think this was all very meticulously planned and thought out. So yeah, like he's saying in the clip here, this movie is different because he's kind of saying this stuff is not just in the past. It's not just museums and movies. I also think it's something that like really obsessive artists, filmmakers do, which is they start looking at themselves. And he's probably thinking, well, there are limitations to museums and movies. People can see the museums and movies and this stuff can still happen. It's kind of weird. It must be kind of weird for this director because he is gotta be partly saying in this movie, look, you know, all the movies and the memorials and all this stuff is just not enough. People can still know what's going on and terrible human atrocities can still go on. And he kind of hints in his Oscar acceptance speech, he's like, you know, it's humans out there who make history and resist evil and all this. But the movies and all this stuff, it has its limitations. It must be weird to win an Oscar for that, you know, a bunch. I think it won a bunch of Oscars. I mean, he just deserves the Oscar. It's still just, you know, weird. Sorry, guys, I got another aside here. We'll get right back to these guys yelling at each other in a second. We'll get back to the important crap, which is these guys yelling at each other in a second. When I was searching around for Jonathan Glazer interviews, I stumbled across something rather interesting. Okay, the Frank Film Club. Who's Frank? Go ahead.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frank Film Club, where today we're going to be speaking about The Zone of Interest, which was written and directed by Jonathan Glazer.
Okay, this is probably the most important part of all this. This video just came up for me when I was looking around at Jonathan Glazer stuff. This is Maisie Williams. I would argue the main star of Game of Thrones. And I'm not saying anything here. Okay, you decide. I just am giving information. You do with it what you will. I'm absolutely crushing her in terms of views. It's not a competition, you know. I'm just saying what she's doing is definitely not news. Okay, sorry. She's great. I love her.
This is odd.
Ethan.
Who?
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Take a deep
I
breath.
don't need you to
I didn't
console
even
me.
hear your question.
Huh?
I need you to
Well, you
answer
should try
something.
listening instead of speaking.
I'm just looking for clarification here. Do you think that I deliberately was using a dog whistle in an Assassin's Creed promo, or that it was a cool sword that was laying around because it's the only long sword that I have?
You have 10 swords.
I know, they're heavy. That's not a real sword.
Yes, I'm aware that it's not a real sword, but you had 10 to choose from. What does it matter how much they
the
weigh?
other ones are heavy.
Why does he have so many swords?
Let me paint, Hassan, let me paint a scenario
Get to the real
for you,
issue.
okay?
Why does they have so many swords? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. It's your sword, bro. I don't believe that you weren't there.
And
you were there, bro.
know
It's in
how
your
to
fucking house.
I don't know. I don't know why you're asking me why I
Because
chose
it's
that.
your house and your sword.
But I also.
Okay, a lot of this is very wacky and funny, but it's your house and it's your sword. Should that be a drop?
Okay.
They know.
Okay.
Are you Hindu?
I am not Hindu.
Okay,
no.
interesting.
Sorry, no.
So anyway, it was a cosmic
do you
fluke.
think that
You
only,
brandished
do you
what
think that only Hindu people have bleach swords? Like, what's going on?
What?
We're discussing the symbol, not the sword. No. Okay, go ahead. So you think it was a cosmic fluke. There was 10 swords. He magically picked that one.
Oh, okay, great. This is an interesting part. How many views on this? Whoa! Over 500,000. Again, so then this definitely is news because of what I was saying about views. I got kind of confused at this part. I'm getting older, so I'm confused all the time. So I was listening to this part. This goes on for like 10 minutes. This is like the very beginning of this. Goes on for like 10 minutes. This guy has swords. This guy...
Hasan Parker?
He has swords. Why does he have so many swords? Why does he have so many swords? That would have been a good argument. You know, I'm a debate guy. I take different sides of the debate just to show that I could do it, you know? That's what I would have said if I had to take the opposing side of this debate. Why do you have 10 swords?
Hasan Parker?
You're gonna put one of your friend's eyes out when you're swinging that around. You goddamn ninja, you. But I kind of thought this was a joke or a troll or something when I was watching. I was like, okay, I'll check this out. Everybody's watching this. Yeah, I don't know. I was watching this trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And it's like, I don't know that this is the best evidence that this guy is some kind of a racist. He has an anime sword. A sword from an anime. Is the anime implicated as well? You know, I don't know. Did the guy just buy an anime sword? That's what I would if we were in court, I think that's what we would probably land on.
The guy bought an anime sword.
I talked to somebody who did debate in college, and they were telling me how you have to, like, sometimes they just give you an opinion. You might disagree with it, but, like, you have to figure out a way of how to defend it. So if I had to come up with something for this part, this like 10-minute opening part, this opening case, if I had to come up with something for this on Ethan's side, I think I would be like, look, this guy's got 10 swords, you know? I would probably just do some kind of character attack, you know, like, what's this guy doing with these 10 swords? Okay, great, there we go, guys. It's got views, so it is news. Hope you guys are doing great. What day is it? Friday, probably? There's a high likelihood it's Friday, 1 in 7 chance, basically. Let me take a look at, ooh, whoa. Whoa, I did not like what I just seen there. Let's not talk about it. We're getting through it, aren't we? Yes. Answer, yes.
Hasan Parker?
That's right, Hasan Parker. Hope you guys are doing great. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm the producer of this show, and I'm here to say hi. Hello! Oh yeah, subscribe on Patreon. All you gotta do is click the link in the description to get every episode every week for as little as $2 per month. $2 per month. Good Lord. That can't be right. Hold on. I'm thinking right now that can't be right, but it is. Anyway, I gotta get the hell out of here because I got a lot to do because of a cool guy. Bye.